afternoon, South Africa, and a very, very warm welcome to you. This is Afternoon Express, and my name is Jeannie D. So it is a fresh start today as we kick off the month of October. Again, it is definitely one of our favorite days on the show because, as you know, we really get into some of the most exquisite cuisines from across the globe. And of course, I learn to cook. Now, I know it's just a new month, but in light of positivity and really good energy, we implore you to be proactive and revisit all of your goals with real tenacity. It's about to be a great month getting into the last part of the year. So go into it with a beautiful, positive mindset and may all of your wishes come true. It's now time to dive into some delicious recipes, of course, as we start our Cook Along Tuesday. So in studio today, we have a very, very special chef, Babalwa, joining us again. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me here.
So good to have you. So just because it's my first time with you, give us a quick little rundown where you're from and what's your kitchen vibe.
So basically, I come from Parklands. I stay that side. I'm a chef. I've been a head chef for Souk Cape Town, which was quite a great honor for me.
Yeah.
And basically, I just enjoy cooking, and I'm honored to be here.
And you are the bee's knees in the kitchen.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
good to have you here, my friend.
Thank you very much.
And then, of course, we have our fantastic Chef Mo, who is definitely our expert foodie. Now, what are we making today?
Baba, would you
I
like
don't read
to
the script.
tell
The
us?
script reads me.
So basically, today we've got a beef stew, we've got a garlic and herb mash,
Delicious.
and then we've got sautéed vegetables to complement the whole meal.
Word, that looks
Basically, it's a very,
amazing.
very simple dish. But it's
Wow,
very nice.
look how impressive that looks. Are you going to teach me how to make it that good?
Definitely. I'll take you step by step.
Okay, good. So to get this delicious recipe, all you need to do is SMS the keyword EAT to 33650. SMSs are charged at R1.50 each, and free SMSs do not apply. And then the best part is, of course, the dessert. Mo, I know you the dessert queen, are you?
Well, I try to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to make some ice cream sandwiches using Clover Classic custard.
Why do you do this to me?
Because summer's coming up, you know. And
Yeah.
I'm so excited for that.
Me too. I love me a little ice cream sandwich. If you do too, then all you need to do is SMS the keyword Clover to 33650. SMSs are R1.50 and free SMSs do not apply. And now, dun dun dun, our special cook along guest for today is the much loved actress Ayanda Borata. Now, this stellar performer has blessed our television screens for years on end without fail, having featured on shows like Generations, Soul City, Intersections, Nomzamo. She is definitely a force to be reckoned with. Ayanda recently released her autobiography titled Unbecoming to Become: My Journey Back to Self. And this book basically details her experiences through hardship, acceptance, and learning. She joins us now to chat about her vast experience in the industry and the new book. So please do connect with us online. And if you've got any questions for our fantastic guest, let us know. All you need to do is visit our Facebook page, Afternoon Express, or tweet us at Afternoon Chat using the official hashtag Afternoon Express. Hi, gorgeous!
Hey, I really feel so emotional looking at my book.
Why? Is it an emotional thing for you to see your book?
I think it is. You know, when I first started penning a year ago, I didn't think this journey would turn out to be what it is now.
Yeah.
And I certainly didn't. You know, I knew people wanted to hear more from me, but I didn't think I'd have such an overwhelming response of support and love and healing from women who...
Can I tell you, the bit I've read from this book is so emotional. I can't believe what you've shared in here. It must have been such a tremendous journey. Why did you decide to write it?
It's funny, actually, because social media was the foundation.
Really?
For deciding to write the book.
In what way?
So I use my social media platform to connect with people.
Yeah.
I talk about the social issues that I speak about in the book, and that's just how I engage.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of response and engagement coming from the audience, and I couldn't share enough of myself. And so there were calls for me to write the book, and I used to think, oh my gosh, are these people crazy? Like, book, caption, two different things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I would go into bookstores and I would look at huge books and I would think, where are the words going to come from? I know there's a lot to share, but where are the words going to come from? I don't even know what to write about, right?
I know that feeling.
So it was overwhelming, but I knew that the book needed to be written.
Yeah.
Because there were a lot more women who needed to hear this truth, right? And it's interesting because your producer, Matumi, and I were having this conversation about how, for me, it was important that I include the masses that are not included on social media. Because, you know, by default of social media, and by how we engage on social media, language, the social media jargon, the expectations on social media, there are a lot of messes that we
Can I tell you, I hate social media, and I know it's funny for me to say because I love social media, but like it's just so fake. And something that really, like, going through this book and reading it, the things that you shared were things that women really do need to hear. I don't really care where anybody got their shoes, but you wrote about things like your failed marriage, abortion, so many heart-wrenching things that, I mean, that couldn't have been easy for you to pen. However, millions of girls in this country need to read those stories.
They do. I mean, I had an experience just this morning when I was coming here at OR, and I walked into the bathroom, and the lady that was cleaning the bathroom greeted with a huge smile. And I was thinking, oh gosh, I hope she doesn't want a picture because I'm really not in the mood. I'm tired, I've been traveling, I'm exhausted. I'm going to Durban from here. I just wasn't in the mood. And when I was combing my hair, she was still cleaning the mirrors, and I could hear her. She was greeting people that were coming in and out. She was just so lively and bubbly, and she just radiated light and love. And her and I started chatting, and of course we chatted about the show I'm on, and we started chatting about life, marriage, kids. And I realized this is somebody that could benefit from the book. So I said to her, "Are you on social media?" She said, "No." Have you heard about my book? No, she hasn't heard about my book. But I'm thinking, this is exactly the kind of woman who's going through these issues who actually needs to be reading this book. But she doesn't have access to social media. And also, you know, it's weird because I think we tend to say that we write books, or black people don't read books, right? And I think that's a very distorted narrative. Because actually we don't write books that people can relate to, that the masses can relate to. And that was important for me when I wrote this book, that even in the tone and the language and the conversational way in which I was writing the book, I wanted people to be able to relate. I didn't want to be sophisticated. I wasn't writing an intelligent book. I was writing about an experience, and I wanted people to connect to the
But it's not even a black-white story. It's a human story. Because I'm on social media, and yet so many of the topics, like I've got failed relationships, I've been cheated on, like it happens. And it's just so beautifully relatable. How do you handle fame? Because you come across as somebody who is so, you've got, you know, your own conviction, and you've got this amazing sense of self that you seem so unbothered by everything else around you. I mean, do you enjoy it?
Yes and no. Yes, because I think the platform affords me influence. Which is important if you're influencing the right thing. So yes, in that aspect. But no, because I think people think they own you. I write about in the book the chapter called Through the Lens of the World, where there are just certain things I can't enjoy because I'm recognizable, right? One of the experiences I actually write about is going to support my niece who was in Joburg from KZN. She had come to play netball nationals. She plays regional for the regional team in KZN, and she had come here on tournament. It was going to be the first time I was going to support her. She was happy to have me on the stands. She lost her mom, who was a dear friend of mine, when she was 5 years old. So she's basically like my daughter, right? And she's also she's you know, her dad is my cousin. And so there I drive off with my other daughter, and we're going to support her. I walk into the court. The kids see me. They started going crazy ballistic.
Then it's not about her.
Everybody is like pulling me. They're trying to take pictures. They're trying to, you know, we actually had to stop. They had to stop the match, and I was escorted off the court. And I couldn't watch. I'd come to watch my niece, and I couldn't watch. And I was robbed of what I think was a really important moment for me and her. It was an important experience for me and her. And I think her mom would have been so proud just to have me in the stands watching her. And I couldn't do it. So in some regards, yes, but in many respects, no.
It's bittersweet.
Yeah,
it's bittersweet. You are so amazing. I'm so, so grateful to have you here today. I just have one question. I know that I have to go, but in your book, you write a letter to your younger self, and what was so beautiful about it, it's a love letter to yourself almost. I love how you've learned to love yourself so much. To your younger self and to all the young girls sitting at home now who are going through a bit of a tough time, why should they read this book?
Because it's important to learn that you must live, but you mustn't leave yourself behind. And I think that's the mistake a lot of us girls make, is that because there's so many narratives forced upon us, we end up not living life fully and purposefully because we're living narratives that are dictated to us by society and the world, and stereotypes and religion and culture and a belief system that's not necessarily ours. And we leave ourselves behind. And so for me, I think it's important for every girl, every young girl. I'm on a campaign now to get as many girls in matric to read the book, because I want them to read this book before they go out into the world, so they have a solid sense of self and understanding who they are, but also understanding how to recognize the narratives that are put on you, so you don't wear the coats that the world makes you wear.
Thank you for writing this. You know, women lose themselves. I lose myself. You lose yourself. It's so important to find those tracks again and come back to who you truly are and like yourself. Thank you for writing this. So we've asked you if you've got any questions for our incredible Ayanda. And Busiswa Goodness asked, "Hey Ayanda, you are my everyday inspiration. What motivated you to start acting?"
Wow. Look, I've always been a public speaker at school. I've always been creative at school. I acted at school. And I loved acting. I loved acting. And so, you know, when I got to Joburg, but actually go and buy the book so you can read the story.
When
I got to Joburg, I had dreams of wanting to act, but I also wanted to be in the advertising industry. But when I fell pregnant at 22, I had to abandon that dream. And funny enough is I had a long, extensive corporate life, and I did very well in corporate for a very long time. But then in 2007, I abandoned corporate and I pursued my dream of acting. So I pursued it because it was a passion.
Then Stembiso Kumalo asked, what tips would you give someone who's trying to make it as an actor in South Africa?
I say this to all young people who are trying to get into the acting industry. First of all, understand if you can really act, because people think they can act when actually they can't act. They can do skits and they look funny, but you know, doing skits and performance are two very different things. So it's about understanding if you can really act, and it's about getting the professionals to give you the heads up to say you can. But in terms of trying to get into the industry, I think there's such a long queue of potential actors and people lining up for auditions and trying to get onto shows that it really is difficult. So I always say the best way to get into the industry is to go to any production house and say, can I just come here and sweep?
Yeah.
Can I just come here and serve tea to the crew?
Yeah.
Can I be that guy or that girl that carries Jeannie's handbag?
Turn.
Right?
Nobody carries my handbag, unfortunately. It's too damn heavy.
Whatever it is that will get you in the door. Because here's the thing: if you're inside, you have the advantage, because you've now overtaken 500 people who are in the queue. You're now number one because you're inside. But also when the scripts are coming out, you have the advantage of knowing what's coming up in story and so what characters they're going to need. And because you already have formed the relationships, you can go to the casting director and say, hey, I'd like to try out for this. And because you're inside, you can try as many times as you want.
Totally.
Right?
And you do grow that quickly in an industry. Like we've got a guy here who does our social media. In fact, he's been here for a year today. Welcome. He thinks he's my boss. Actually, I think he's my boss as well. Thank you so much for answering these questions. Okay, one more. Let's go to Bonginkosi Rasi. Afternoon. The question that I have for Anna is, what does she like to do in her spare time?
Sleep.
Oh.
I like to sleep.
What spare time?
I like to sleep, but honestly, I don't have a lot of spare time. So the spare time that I have, I try to spend with my kids. It's a deliberate, conscious decision to spend as much time as I can with my children when I'm home.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
What a queen. So join us after the break as we take up a delicious braised beef stew with a side of veg. Hope you're a good cook.
I am.
Clover Crush, 100% pure fruit juice packed with vitamins and no added sugar. Crush, your daily dose of goodness. Now also available in long life.
Made with love by Clover.
On the next episode of The Next Brand Ambassador, the remaining contestants realize that the ball is in their court as teams are determined by chance and the stakes get even higher.
Wow, what a team.
This is difficult.
We're not giving you free lessons, Nkanyi. You just have to catch up.
Anything that comes out from the she-devil's mouth is a waste of time.
That's The Next Brand Ambassador. Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. Repeat Saturdays at 2 p.m. only on SABC3. The stage is yours. Proudly brought to you by Capitec.
Making an occasion out of a meal. The perfect atmosphere, even a show-stopping ensemble, is the level of taste that makes someone a taste master. That's SA's newest reality show on SABC3, where one individual will become the resident foodie on Afternoon Express. Record yourself preparing a dish. Tell us why you're a taste master and upload it onto Twitter or Instagram using the hashtag #TasteMasterSA. You could be the Taste Master.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, and of course it is our favourite Tuesday cook-along, and we have the glorious Ayanda Borata in the kitchen with us. Now, you must be really, really good at cooking. Your surname means bread.
How did you know that?
I know everything. Because my name means genius.
You know what's funny is I used to be so embarrassed before my husband and I got married. I used to be so embarrassed. I'd be like, babe, I'm going to be Ayanda Borata.
It doesn't matter. If he was saying correctly, it could be Ayanda Borata, which is Ayanda cheese. Okay, on with the show. The braised beef stew with veg and herb mash we're about to make is not only packed with flavor, it's also a really easy, tasty recipe to try at home. So don't be fooled by its gourmet good looks. We will be showing you how to take this humble dish and make it restaurant style. Don't let gorgeous things intimidate you. And of course, we're adding in a touch of flair. And if you would like this recipe, all you need to do is SMS the keyword EAT to 33650 to get the list of ingredients and the recipe. SMSs are R1.50 each and free SMSs do not apply. Should we get cooking?
Yeah, let's
Okay,
get cooking.
where do we begin?
Okay, so basically we've got our vegetables here, which is very important to prep first so that by the time you get there mixing all the ingredients, you've got your vegetables chopped up.
Beautiful. Preparation is key. What are you going to chop first?
So basically we're going to start with our celery.
Okay.
I need you to dice that for me. Just cut through it.
I eat celery every single day.
Oh, really?
Every single day. It's so good for you.
And I will
especially
start with the onions as well on the side.
Okay. Can I go 3 at a time, or is it going to be ineffective?
I would like you to keep those offcuts because it's very good to not to throw any vegetables away because you use that for the stock that you're going to put later on your beef.
Okay. So there's the offcuts. Okay.
Just chop through.
And then
Mind
that's
your fingers,
offcuts. Yeah, no,
Don't chop
I'm not
yourself.
the best. I'm not the biggest chop. What are you guys starting on that side?
So we will be doing the beautiful herb mash, and to do that, I'm peeling the potatoes. Couldn't you please just cube them for me?
Okay, but are these normal potatoes? Because I see they're red-skinned.
They are red skin and they are actually perfect for mash.
Okay.
Yeah, they're nice and floury, so they're going to give us that nice fluffy texture that we're looking for.
Okay.
So you can chop those nicely for us. I'm going to get some water boiling. We can just add some salt to this water and then we're good to go.
Stunning. Ayanda, this is apparently your favorite meal.
Well, yes, because isn't this Sunday lunch?
Yeah.
Isn't this, doesn't this remind you of home Sunday lunch?
Yeah.
7 colors.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm.
So is that why it's your favorite? Because it reminds you of family and eating.
It does. It does.
Do you cook this on Sunday lunch? Are you that matriarch that has everybody at your home and you have everybody around the table?
So I cook a lot over weekends.
Yeah.
I love cooking. So I love the whole sitting around the dining table and sharing different meals.
Yeah, me
My
too.
husband's not big on red meats, so I try not cook too much red meat now.
Okay.
But otherwise, yeah, I'm that mom.
Do
I'm
you
that
cook
mom.
every day?
No, I used to.
Wow, that's a lot.
I used to until I realized I didn't have to.
Okay, so then what do you do for meals?
So I freeze.
Okay,
I
clever.
freeze.
Nice.
I also try to, cook like very easy stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll just.
Me too.
Veggies and some roast chicken,
Yeah.
and that will do the trick. And of course, I don't know if I'm allowed to mention this on the show, but that W shop.
Oh, yeah. Woolies, yes. If it wasn't for Woolies, I would be really, really thin and very hungry.
So I do a lot of Woolies as well, and I don't feel like
Oh, 100%.
Isn't it
Okay,
so
these are for me
convenient?
because that's my lunch. There's your celery.
Thank
And
you.
of course,
Now we're going to move on to the next step.
yes.
But these onions, I feel like crying actually right now.
Oh, shame. Don't cry, my darling. It's not that bad.
So basically, we've got your onions chopped, your celery chopped. Now we're just going to heat up the pan, and then you're going to help me out with mixing all the ingredients that we have on the meat. But you need to make sure that your hands are washed and clean.
My hands are washed and clean
Sweet.
always. I'm one
all
of
the
those
time. It's very
germaphobe
important. It's very
people.
important. So now let's just heat up the pan over there.
Okay.
So can I ask a question?
Yeah, of course.
Can celery replace the onions?
No.
No.
You
They
can't
come from the same family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. That's
You kind of need both because the one has
Okay.
got more
You
green
know.
texture and it's going
Am I
to
cooking
remain
the right thing?
crunchy.
Yeah,
Okay.
While the onion is going to be like more of a saute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I
But you can
see.
also add
All
some
it to be on high
carrots.
heat.
Okay.
All right. Now I've got a question for you at home. Are you a very good cook? Do you want to teach me how to cook in this glorious studio? Because we are looking for the perfect resident chef to join Palesa and I from Monday to Friday at 5 p.m. on the show. So our very own connoisseur of opulence and taste. If you've got the instinct for perfect ingredients or the flair to join us in this gorgeous kitchen, then enter the premium new reality show, The Taste Master, on SABC3. All you need to do is enter by recording yourself preparing a dish and tell us why you are the perfect taste master. So please do make sure to upload it onto Twitter or Instagram with the hashtag TasteMaster or The Taste Master SA. Basically, we are looking for somebody with vibe, with flair, with personality, with character, and that you can make regular dishes fabulous and interesting. And if you've got the skills enough to teach me how to cook, then wow, you're hired. It's true though. Okay, so we're going to do your onions in there.
Yeah. Yes.
Celery and onion all in together.
All together.
Can I go with it?
No, not yet. Let's just wait for the pan to get a little bit hot.
Okay.
Yes.
How's your potatoes going this side?
Well, it's going, but I think it's going to take.
Yeah.
Does it take long to finally
No,
cook? Is this
so quick?
This is a different kind of potato, so it doesn't take as long to cook.
Not as long, and also you've chopped them nice and small,
Yeah.
so they're going to go super quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Beautiful.
And we'll just move on to our veg. We can chop those for us as well.
Easy. Can I make it hotter?
How do you want me to chop
Because
them?
it's a bit cold.
You can do like slices or
Okay.
Well, this is exciting. I've chopped celery today. This is my kind of cooking. Okay,
Actually,
so
that's
what goes
very
in?
good chopping.
Thank you.
It's very fine. You can add your celery,
There you go.
and then you add your onions as well.
You can do that so that I don't get oniony hands. I've got to go and touch gorgeous faces after this. Jokes.
But it's very important to make sure that everything is in there. Don't waste
Exactly.
anything.
Okay, so quickly to
Yes.
summarize, we're going to be doing our beef, but first with the onions and the celery
Yes.
in the pot, and then we've got our potatoes on the boil. How's that?
great stuff.
And then you're busy chopping. Preparation is key with this recipe, I feel. Okay, we're going to be back after the break with more delicious cooking. We'll see you after this. It's time to shine with Big Soleil razors. You can win one of 5 Big Soleil Shine Essential Packs worth 5,000 Rand. Check out Big Soleil on Facebook and at Big_SA on Instagram and complete the weekly self-care challenges to enter. For your chance at one of those 5,000 Rand prizes, get your shine with Big Soleil. Competition closes October the 31st. T's and C's apply. Welcome back to Afternoon Express. We are having a glorious time in the kitchen with the amazing Ayanda Borata. And we've just finishing up our braised beef stew with veg and herb mash. So please join in on the fun by SMSing the keyword EAT to 33650 to get the recipe. And of course, the list of ingredients. SMS is R1.50 each. Free SMSs do not apply. The meat, we've got to marinate it.
Yes.
So I just want to ask, the onions are quite big, and I was taught that you have to chop onions very thinly, like very fine.
Not really, because if you're making like a stew, you need the chunkiness of the onion so that you can get the flavor and the crunch out of it. And you don't want to overcook your vegetables, because once you overcook them, you don't get the flavors, you don't get anything out of it. Basically, the water overpowers the whole vegetable.
Okay, so you know what old people think? They think that if the onion hasn't disappeared into the stew, the food is not cooked.
No.
I promise you. I promise you. That's what I was taught growing up. So Uma would say, "Oh, tanto onions," meaning the onions is just floating. That means the food isn't cooked. Okay, cool.
That's not really important, actually. What you need those onions. You need to taste them. You need that crunchiness, because the beef stew is a little bit of a flat dish. If you get the spices right and the aromatics right, you need the vegetables to come through as well.
Beautiful.
Okay, so
how do we marinate this delicious
So basically, hence we have our vegetables there. We're going to throw the meat exactly as it is over to the pot. Basically, you can use your hands if you make sure you just wash them properly.
Yeah.
And then we're going to add the spices gradually, one by one.
What cuts are these?
This is a beef shin, but pretty much you can use anything like chicken, lamb, whatever you have.
Okay.
Stew is a stew. Depends on the meat.
And
that
why
you
the
have.
shin? Because is it quite soft and breaks it up easily into the stew?
It's a little bit soft, and it's easy to cook.
Okay.
Because if other cuts of beef, they take forever to cook, so you don't want that, especially if you have hungry people over.
Okay.
Yes.
So normally the beef would go in first, but obviously I was in a hurry, so I threw all of the veggies in first, but it doesn't make a difference because it's all going to the same place, my belly.
So basically, yeah, I don't know if anyone is interested in seeing this, so that you can take everyone through it. Basically, you've got your ground cumin here.
Okay.
Goes in first. Then you start adding up your spices, but don't stir anything yet.
Okay.
Because you need the onions to roast a little bit.
Okay.
So that you can start smelling them properly. That's enough. And then these anise seeds and the cinnamon sticks will go a little bit in later.
So ground cumin,
salt and pepper. Don't overpower it, because there's a lot of things that still need to come in.
No, but listen, you're not scared to put in a lot of spices, which is what I like. I like something, that's actually something that's typically South African, is that we like them, you know what I mean? That lots of flavor, which is great.
Next, I've got very, very important.
What is that?
This is a meat tenderizer.
A tenderizer?
Yes, meat tenderizer. It's a good spice, basically.
Okay.
You can put it through so that you make sure that your meat is nice and soft.
Beautiful.
That's very, very important.
Okay, what if I boiled my meat before putting it in the pot like this?
There won't be flavor.
There won't be flavor.
There won't be flavor. You lose everything.
Okay.
So it's very important to
Is
make
that why you use lots of spices?
You can even see from the color. Can you see the color now and the smell?
Yes.
All those spices are starting to come in together.
Yeah.
So it's a very nice dish, man.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. Doesn't have any season. You can eat it any day. Winter, summer.
Do you know that I went to Soweto once and they put a full cow's head on the braai and then fed me, like they just literally put it on the braai and then cut part of the cheek on it and then just threw salt and then like some other spices on a board and basically took the meat and dunked it in the salt like that and then gave it to me to eat. I was like,
the cow's head is
great flavoring, bro.
Very nice to eat. It's very nice to eat. I actually enjoy a cow's head. Sorry for that spillage.
Yeah, it is.
But you have to spill now and then.
It's soft, but I can't eat it. I'm sorry. I just think of the eyes. I just think of the brain.
So what are you thinking of when you eat cow's bump?
Well, did you have to put it like that? Oh my God!
Well, meat is meat.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
So we are here now, and the meat is smelling very good.
Yeah.
We're going to add the flour.
Okay, why flour?
Like this.
Basically, flour is like a thickening agent for the sauce, so that you don't have a runny and watery sauce, and it keeps all the spices together.
What is going on here, ladies?
We are skilled.
So
Okay, toss.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see your technique.
Okay, stand back, everyone. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Almost.
It was a little
Not
jump.
go forward enough.
Oh, okay. Ole.
Ole! Okay, well done. Good job.
Just keep stirring this.
Add salt.
I'm going to eat those bits that have fallen out. Don't worry, nothing will go to waste.
Okay, let me just add a little bit of more. You can stir it for me if you want to.
Okay.
Make sure everything is mixed nicely together.
Delicious.
Keeps everything locked in. The spices, the onions, everything.
Okay.
It's like a binding agent.
Mo, what's going on there?
So this is our vegetable dish that's going on to the plate. And this is a great way to incorporate fiber into your diet. Because
Okay.
30 grams of fiber per day can actually lower your risk of gaining diabetes.
Ooh.
So do add vegetables to your beef stew. Typically it does have vegetables. This is just a chefy way of doing it. And Ayanda has just added some butter, some oil, some garlic, and baby marrows and carrots. And yeah, that's about it. And it's just getting that nice brown color to caramelize the flavors.
Beautiful.
And I think, again, this is important to know because, once again, I was taught that you must boil vegetables.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, even if it's
Yeah.
just a tiny bit of water, but you boil vegetables, you don't fry them like
No,
that.
but now if you boil them, you lose the nutrients.
Yes, I get that now, but...
Yeah, so this is a great way to also retain that crunch and the texture of your vegetables. And look how beautiful and green they still are.
Yeah.
It's even better if you steam first and then just grill it for health purposes.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want to be on TV? Do you want to be able to be cooking right here in our gorgeous pink afternoon express kitchen? Do you have the ability to entertain and influence? Are you a natural at cooking up a storm of deliciousness? Or are you just really, really good at food? If you want to be the new resident chef on SABC3's Afternoon Express, then today is your day. Enter the new reality show called The Taste Master SA. It is so simple. Basically, you just need to record yourself preparing a dish and tell us why you are the perfect taste master. Upload it onto Twitter and Instagram with the hashtag #TheTasteMasterSA for a chance to join the Afternoon Express family. How exciting. I think you should audition. I definitely think you should audition. And I think you at home should absolutely audition. We'd love to have you here. It's fun. Is this not the funnest kitchen ever?
That would be a great opportunity, actually.
Definitely. Okay, so the meat is being mixed. More potatoes.
So those are for our mash. And Vava, could you pass us the masher?
There you go.
And then we are going to give you ladies a little challenge to, as you can see our beautiful plate over there, you have to resemble that dish.
Have a go, Madonna.
Which plate? There. The done
You see how
dish.
soft
It
and
needs to be
mushy that is?
beautiful like that. Okay, so you
Can
can
we
mash
add
it up.
more butter?
Oh,
you are
some more
strong.
butter.
You've got this, girl.
You've got olive oil. A little bit of olive oil is also great.
Okay, we've already put butter.
Yeah.
We've seasoned.
Yeah. And you just mash that up. It can even be chunky. It doesn't have to be very smooth.
It's got to be smooth.
Oh, do you like that?
She says it's got to be chunky.
Nobody really loves chunky mash. It's so much better when it's smooth, but then more butter.
More butter. But how
more
do you
butter,
like
the
it?
better.
Look, I like it smooth.
Okay.
I had mash and sausages coming here, and it was really smooth. It was really good. It was really good.
Smooth is always better, especially with lots of butter. So while we're going to be mashing these delicious patates, after the break, we're going to be making some delicious ice cream sandwiches.
Whilst I'm being abused. Like,
I'd never abuse you. Not unless you ask.
Every day, brave young kids around our country fight their own private battle against cancer. To show them that other kids and families have got their back, a portion of the proceeds from every NutriKids product sold will go to secure the next Clover NutriKids Choc Home in Port Elizabeth, a support base where children undergoing treatments and their families are accommodated, supported, and given a fighting chance against cancer.
Clover Classic Custard, the creamy taste that takes you back. Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, I love Mo, but every time I walk into this kitchen, there's something more and more delicious and more tasty. Girl, you are talented.
I try.
Nothing beats a classic dessert, especially after a delicious meal. And our classic custard cream ice cream sandwiches certainly are the perfect treat, especially for sizzling summer days. And this is going to be one hot summer. So with just a few ingredients, you will have a delicious dessert in no time. So to get the recipe, SMS Clover 33650. SMS is a R1.50 each. Free SMSs do not apply. I love an ice cream sandwich. Oh,
so this is going
what a great invention.
Definitely. So in here, we're going to start with our coconut biscuits to make the sandwich part.
Yes.
Awesome things.
Coconut biscuits are my favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
You know what reminds me of my gran is those pyramid ones.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Those
what
are
are those
beautiful.
called? Those are so yummy because they're crispy on the outside
Yeah.
and chewy on the inside. Can we make these crispy on the outside and chewy on the inside?
We can. We just need to adjust the baking time, but it's doable.
Okay, fabulous. We're doing it.
Right.
Okay,
So
how do I
there,
do this?
we've got some creamed butter and sugar, and to
Yeah.
that you're going to add your egg.
Okay.
And you can just whisk that in
Okay.
with a little bit of vanilla paste.
Okay.
Always need some vanilla.
Is vanilla paste like a replacement for an essence, or is it an essence but just in a pasty form?
Well, the essence has got no vanilla pod in it.
Oh, we like the pod.
We like the pod. This has got a bit of the pod in there.
Is that what you'd make the vanilla ice cream with?
Yes.
Yeah, done.
Done.
That's the best.
Okay, sold. And to that mixture, we're going to add some self-raising flour.
Is it normal for it to look eggy?
Yeah, that's completely normal. And also we're going to add our desiccated coconut.
Okay, what is the difference? Desiccated just means that it's
a bit finer.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can add some other chunks in there, some like those coconut chunks. Or those coconut chips, I love those, they're nice and crispy. Yeah.
Can I not use that little whisking machine?
You can, but you know, we're also doing summer body fitness, so we use our arms and everything.
Okay, so if I whisk all of this, then I earn the right to eat it.
You get to have one.
Okay, deal.
And so that comes into a little dough like this. Wrap it in some cling wrap.
Oh, well, what am I bothering with that for?
Sorry.
Ask this girl.
Sorry.
Using me.
And then once that is cooled in the fridge, you cut that up into circles because, you know, we don't have cookie cutters.
Delicious.
I don't have a cookie cutter at home, so I do this method.
I've got a few cookie cutters at home.
Okay.
I call them tight jeans.
Oh, wow. Right. And then put that onto a baking tray, and that bakes for about 20 to 25 minutes until they're golden brown.
And this you can just keep in the freezer, actually.
Absolutely.
For whenever you want a little.
If you don't use
bicky.
all of it, put it back into the freezer.
Okay.
Now
Beautiful.
onto our ice cream part. This is the yummy part.
Yum.
So here we've got some whisked egg whites and some whipped cream. And to that you're going to add your Clover Classic custard.
Yeah.
Like as much as you want.
Okay.
It's a really simple no-churn ice cream.
How yummy is this?
Yeah. And also some condensed milk. We have to. How decadent.
Yeah, this is just the best.
So now you get to just give that a nice...
Is this going to be our ice cream?
This is the ice cream.
Oh, my word.
No churn.
Yeah.
Right, so
okay, fold it.
Fold nicely.
Okay.
I like your folding technique.
Thank you.
You've definitely learned lots on this show.
I have, hey.
Yeah.
I could have my own show one day.
I think you should.
Imagine me doing a cooking show. Gee whiz. Things that are not edible by Jeannie D.
That's beautiful. You can even leave it like that with that nice marbled effect.
Yes.
Then you look like extra impressive to
Okay.
your guests. And then that goes into your muffin tray.
Okay.
So that it can freeze like individually.
All
Yeah,
right.
beautiful.
Oh, this is going to be amazing. I can't believe what I'm doing.
So make that...
Is this really just how you make ice cream? That's
it.
Oh,
Some
you definitely
cream.
need SMS 33650 to get this recipe because making ice cream, have you ever?
There's no ice cream machines here, nothing. It's
This
just
is amazing.
whipped cream, classic custard, condensed milk. So that goes into the fridge until it's set, like that.
I actually feel like I've upskilled today.
Wow. This is what we're here for.
Yeah, exactly.
Even you can do this.
I know.
And you can add in
wait to
some
taste
more
that.
extra coconut if you wanted to, those coconut chips that we love, even some berries.
Oh, we could have put in that pod, that vanilla pod as well.
Yeah, we can. Let me do that. Should we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not? Let's just be extra AF.
Okay.
Okay.
Love it. But you got to mix it nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
That's nice and vanilla with the vanilla
amazing.
custard. Yeah. Great idea, Jenny.
Yeah, this is a great recipe. Mo, you are a treat in yourself.
Thank you.
Okay, then what? Can order that.
That's it. And then
Moving
once
on.
our biscuits are baked, this is what they look like.
Yeah.
And then you simply just got to compile it.
So is this the ice cream?
That's the ice
that
cream.
becomes?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
so
the
you just
set
put
ice
it in
cream.
there, but those are going to set like that.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful.
And now we get to just, you know, compile our biscuits, our ice cream
I've got to
sandwiches.
taste what this turned out like.
Yeah. You're going to love it. How is that?
Mo, I don't know where you live, but I think you should live with me.
Okay.
Wow, that's
Sold.
good. I'm a good house guest. This is amazing. This is literally amazing. So SMS the keyword Clover to 33650. And if you need a little reminding of these amazing steps, watch this.
Made with love by Clover.
Clover Classic Custard, the creamy taste that takes you back. Made with love by Clover.
So this is me now. I don't know how anyone expects me to actually do work after they've just given me this in my hand. Join us after the break as we sit down for some dinner afternoon express style. That's good.
Clover Crush, 100% pure fruit juice packed with vitamins and no added sugar. Crush, your daily dose of goodness. Now also available in long life.
Made with love by Clover.
Every day, brave young kids around our country fight their own private battle against cancer. To show them that other kids and families have got their back, a portion of the proceeds from every NutriKids product sold will go to secure the next Clover NutriKids Choc Home in Port Elizabeth, a support base where children undergoing treatments and their families are accommodated, supported, and given a fighting chance against cancer.
Making an occasion out of a meal. The perfect atmosphere, even a show-stopping ensemble, is the level of taste that makes someone a taste master. That's SA's newest reality show on SABC3, where one individual will become the resident foodie on Afternoon Express. Record yourself preparing a dish. Tell us why you're a taste master and upload it onto Twitter or Instagram using the hashtag #TasteMasterSA. You could be the Taste Master.
The wonder of LG OLED TV with new intelligence. LG OLED TV.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. I hope that you're having a gorgeous afternoon. So have you ever sat in a cinema theatre and marvelled at dark scenery, rich colours and gripping shadows and wanted that exact same experience in your own home? Well, the LG C9 OLED range makes this experience possible thanks to OLED Black, a technology from LG that means the C9's video picture is as vivid as real life. So on the C9 range, every individual pixel out of a total of 8 million lights individually come together. How incredible is that? That means that the LG C9 range offers stunning color reproduction where every single pixel works to deliver accurate tone, color, and lifelike quality. So for the ultimate viewing experience, the C9 is available in 3 different sizes, making it the perfect addition to your home. Wonderful. This is now a perfect addition to our dinner, and this is also another perfect addition. Something that I absolutely adore about you is throughout your acting career, you have incredible emotional intelligence and technique. How do you choose the roles that you do? Because you've played such a variety of people.
I think for me, it's been a divine experience in that I haven't really had to choose the roles. The roles have chosen me.
Yeah.
Anybody who's in the industry will know that we don't have the luxury of choosing roles.
Yeah, you take
it's
the
just
work.
a fact. You take the work, right? But the roles have chosen me.
Yeah.
I look at my first role when I broke into the scene, my very big role, the Nomzamo role in SABC One. I literally was playing myself.
Yeah.
Right? Like single parent, young corporate woman, struggling with relationships.
Oh boy. You sure you weren't playing me?
with the money, the car, the apartment, but without a man or a solid relationship. And so that one for me was easier to tap into because really it was just life imitating.
Who's been your favorite?
My current one.
Yeah.
Definitely has been my favorite.
Yeah. Why?
Because it's allowed me to tap into a world where I wouldn't normally have been able to tap into. It's allowed me to play a role of a woman that I wouldn't normally engage with.
Yeah.
Again, very big for the conversation in this book, understanding that, there's so many parallels between myself and her. She's rural. The character I play is rural. She's in a polygamous setup. She hasn't really done much with her life. She just looked after the kids.
What a
looked
hard
after the
life.
husband.
I think I've got a hard life. Sometimes you think you've got a hard life and then you look at those women and you go, oh, wow.
But isn't this the thing, Jeannie? When I looked at her and I looked at my life, I realized, this is the kind of woman I would look at and think, oh my gosh, she's so oppressed. Oh my gosh, she's so chained. Oh my gosh, she's so... But there were so many parallels between her and my life.
Amazing.
In the sense that we think because we're working, because, we can drive from here to there, we're able to buy houses, we think because we're able to do all of that, we are liberated. But actually when you look at being liberated in its entirety and its core, women aren't very liberated either because we all answer to patriarchy, don't we? And it doesn't matter whether you are rural, whether you are urban, it doesn't matter whether you're young and old. The narrative is set by patriarchy. And so it was interesting to play that role because I realized there were so many similarities between her and I.
You are incredible. I absolutely love you. And it's now dinner time. And of course, with the new Clover Crush carrot and orange juice, it is so much easier to get your daily dose of goodness made with the perfect blend of tasty carrots and juicy orange. This 100% pure fruit juice and vegetable juice is enriched with vitamins A, C, and E. And this definitely is one healthy refreshment for the whole family to enjoy. So bon appetit. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back again tomorrow, same time, same place. Bon appetit.
Bon
Good
appetit.
night,
Where do I look?
Oh, you're amazing.
On the point that you were making is Afternoon Express, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.